Hey folks, Matthew Lanigan here with Baywa RE. Still seeing a few people signing in, so we're just going to give it another minute or two and we'll be right with you. Thanks so much. Hi folks, Matthew Lanigan here again with Baywa RE. I'm the Chief Commercial Officer here at Baywa. Super happy to have you all here with us today. We know we're starting to get into the busy season, so really appreciate you taking the time to be with us. A couple of housekeeping notes before we get going here. This will be recorded. It'll be shared on our YouTube channel. If you haven't signed up for our YouTube channel already, we'd really like it if you could. It'll also go out in the monthly newsletter as well. You will be able to ask questions. If you can just put them in the bottom right corner, that would be appreciated. Questions we'll answer them at the end. Continuing education is a big part of the culture here at Baywa, and we're really happy to extend it to others and always be learning together. So once again, really appreciate you being here. And I just want to do a quick test. Just want to see if anybody's out there. So if somebody could put a note into the chat box, it would be great just to make sure we're all good and we'll get going. Okay, great. Thank you, Maria. So without further ado, we'd like to introduce the folks at Panasonic. Today we have Tony Attard, National Sales Manager, and we have Vikki Kumar, Systems Engineering Manager. Guys.
Can everybody see my screen okay?
Yeah, we can see and hear you.
Tony, we see not the slideshow screen. We only see the presentation screen.
Okay.
Maybe we can try the reading mode at the bottom.
Working.
So at the bottom, towards the left of the slideshow icon, there should be the reading mode next to the slide size adjuster at the bottom right corner.
I don't see, well, sorry,
Oh, yeah,
everyone.
right there, right there. One on the right, the book, the one that looks like the book. Yep.
Sorry for the technical difficulty. Everybody see the screen okay or no?
No.
Not yet, Tony. Yeah. Once again, oh, perfect. Now we can see it. Great.
You can see it okay?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry everybody. Really appreciate everybody joining us. Really excited to partner with BayWa on our Panasonic storage and solar PV products. And, we started this business in Canada maybe about a year, but 2 years from now. And we're really excited to partner with some new installers and new businesses. So we're really looking forward to that. So for today, we're going to do an overview of Panasonic, the company background, get you familiar with Panasonic if you're not already. We're going to look at our products and warranty, the advantages, our authorized program, and then some of the resources that are available, and then the Q&A session at the end. If you can just wait till the end to review your session. Thank you. So a little bit about Panasonic, established in 1918, so about 104 years now in business. We're a 63 billion global company, almost 250,000 employees, and 523 group companies. So as you see in the screen here, we have an extensive corporation portfolio. Lifestyle updates business division. We have automotive and entertainment and communication, housing, connected solutions, industry, and of course the energy company. Sorry. Yeah, and so today we're talking about the energy company, and that comprises of course, the solar PV modules, energy storage systems. We also have an extensive EV automotive vehicle business, industrial OEM, and also consumer type battery products as well. So quite extensive energy portfolio. We partner with major automotive companies in the EV sector. Toyota and Tesla is one of the major global partners, EV partners for our energy products. On the solar PV module side, we've been in business for 44 years. Starting in 1975 and graduating all the way to today with launching our Evervolt series storage system and solar PV modules. So a little bit more detail on our products and warranty. Currently we have 2 modules available. The 370 watt system, and then a 410 and 400 watt module system. And you can see the sizes around 70 by 40, 1.2 inch in diameter. For the warranty, we offer a 25-year solar and 10 years on the Evervolt system. So 25-year product, 25-year performance on the modules, and also 10-year Evervolt on the storage system. Here's some of the data sheets, both on the 370 and the 410 watt systems. And some more details on the modules. We have the PERC technology on the PK series And then on the solar module series, Evervolt series, we have the hydro ejection cell technology. And to point out some of the features of the hydro ejection technologies, is we have very high efficiency at high temperature. And hydrosection cell technology has gapless connections as well. So very durable, high quality PV modules available. On the Evervolt energy storage, residential storage system, we're currently on our generation 1.5. It's a modular design. It's available currently in 11.4 and a 17 kilowatt hour system. It's an indoor rated system, stackable to 3 systems. You can see the continuous output of 4.6 and 5.5 kilowatts. It's available in the AC coupled version only currently, and monitor energy usage and set operating modes from your phone on an app. So we have an app-based system to control the system, and of course a complete 10-year warranty. Here's an example of the multiple operating modes of the mobile app. Use it for backup, residential, time of use, and any custom type configuration. On the battery sizing guidelines, maybe Vikki can take over here and talk about the sizing and more of the technical details on the Evervolt system.
Thanks, Tony. So with our storage system offering, a single Evervolt system has an output power of 5.5 kilowatts of AC, which this sizing guideline that we have built is sort of like a rule of thumb to follow when applying or using these designs for specific applications. So most customers want backed up loads or use the energy storage system in case of an outage during and required to back up critical loads such as lighting, internet, refrigerators, garage doors, which can be achieved with a single system. However, if the homeowner wants to back up more appliances, then we would be required to stack additional systems as well. So just to show you, with 2 systems, we can back up some additional electric pumps and inductive loads such as ACs and HVAC appliances, as well as some more 20 amp circuits. The way the calculation is done is based on the maximum output current, which is determined by the inverter size. And because it's a 5.5 kilowatt continuous output power, that would roughly translate to 23 amps continuous. So this slide shows the calculations or the numbers used for these calculations in detail, where the maximum continuous current during a backup situation is 23 amps for a single system. So based on how many number of appliances you connect, that would be the required current rating of the storage system as well. So if customer wants more backup appliances, then more inverters need to be stacked. And if the customer wants more storage capacity or more hours of backup, then they would be required to add additional battery cabinets. So in this, you can see with a single Evervolt, we can go as high as 17.1 kilowatt hour. Actually, you can also stack up to 2 battery cabinets for getting a capacity of 34 kilowatt hours per system. And similarly, if you stack multiple systems, the largest size you can obtain is have up to 3 Evervolt inverters connected, which would equate to 16.5 kilowatts of output power. And if each of the inverters is connected to 2 battery cabinets, that would mean 34 times 3, so as high as 102 kilowatt hour capacity. And one thing to keep in mind is the maximum PV input as well. Because during an outage, there is no grid interconnection, it is important to keep the size of the PV input connected to the battery. Because if the battery is fully charged and there are not enough home loads being powered, then the PV would shut down. So the maximum recommended size of PV for a single system is for 7.6 kilowatts with AC coupled And the 7.6 is usually achieved with solar edge inverters and frequency control. So that's where these sizing restrictions come into play. Tony, next slide. Okay, great. So this slide shows a basic wiring diagram for how the connection is made with an AC coupled system. So if the customer has an existing solar array connected to a solar inverter, a PV string inverter, it would connect to the backed up loads panel because the output coming from the PV array is in the form of an AC output. So that needs to connect to the Evervolt inverter through the backed up loads panel. And similarly, you would also do the grid interconnection with the system. So this particular slide shows how we can obtain more backup power with multiple systems stacked. So you can have multiple systems stacked one after the other up to 3. And this would require a separate stacking kit. We also can install an ATS to achieve somewhat of a whole home backup functionality. Again, the whole home backup depends on the home size as well as the consumer's energy needs. So if the question is, can I do whole home backup? The answer is always it depends, because we have to run the calculation to see if the system size can accommodate the energy demands of the house. And in addition to that, you can also add smart loads. So Tony, if you click one more slide, it should show the option for smart load control. So we have had a couple of systems installed with Lumen smart panels. So this way, a consumer can pick and choose which loads they want to use during an outage, while keeping in mind the design considerations of the battery system. So as mentioned in the previous slide, for stacking, it does require some additional cables. So all the inverters communicate with each other and act as a single unity. And for AC coupled systems, we also require the AC relay kit, because we also want to connect all the PV inputs together through this kit and connect it to the system. Yeah. And here's a link to a couple of our install videos. Each video is roughly about 2 minutes, which walks you through the different steps involved in a fairly straightforward install process. If you have your mobile phones right now, you can even scan the QR code to look into all these videos that we have. And it's a very straightforward installation when it comes to mounting the different components. And we also have additional documents for stacking applications, as well as any other slightly complicated install situations. So this image shows one of our previous generation triple stacked systems. It's one of our neatest installs, as you can see, where there are 3 inverters, which you can see on the left side. And the battery cabinets are located, it's those tall blocks right there, the 3 blocks, 3 white blocks. Those are the battery cabinets, which houses up to 6 individual battery modules. And each battery module itself is roughly about a 55-pound unit. So most of these installs can be fairly done by a single person. And in addition to that, right above the first inverter on the left side, you do see a small gray box right beneath the switch box. That is our communications device, which we call the Smart Hub. So that helps connect these systems to the internet, as well as establish connection with our online portal, as well as the mobile app. So commissioning process typically takes about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on good internet connection on site. More often than not, we do struggle with installers getting the system connected to the internet. So we recommend hardwiring the Smart Hub directly from the modem and the house to avoid any disrupted signals. And commissioning is also done online. So all we have to do is, once the system is installed, it's powered online and connected online, we have to upload some firmware files, which takes about 45 minutes to an hour. So it may take longer for a stacked system, but there are ways to do either over-the-air firmware updates as well as on the site using a laptop. So both options are available. And it might be very difficult to read these 2 pages, but this is a snapshot of some pages from our installation manual, which is page 78 and 79, which shows what are the basic troubleshooting guidelines. The inverter is a smart inverter, so on the LCD display, you can see the status of the system. And if there are any error codes, it would pop up on the screen. And based on the error codes, you can look into the troubleshooting guidelines of our manual and follow the steps. So there will be the troubleshooting guidelines provided as well. And in addition to that, we do have a good engineering support where if you're not able to resolve it after following the troubleshooting guidelines, you can contact us. Or we even highly recommend during the first 1 or 2 installs, until you're comfortable with the system, do schedule an appointment with us a day in advance, and we can have some type of dedicated support, dedicated video support for the install process, where we can walk you through if the connections are done appropriately, what is the startup procedure, and the firmware updates. And in order to start selling these systems, the certification program or training is mandatory, which is a learning resource page for our installers to understand the system design limitations, specifications. And once you complete the certification program, you get access to our Evervolt Accelerator folder. Again, a snapshot of it is shown on the right side, which has all the installer resources like manuals, technical bulletins, logos, code templates, anything that the installer needs to make the sale process easier. And we also review, we will help you with reviewing wiring diagrams. So that type of pre-sales design consultation is also offered. And like I said, on-site video support for commissioning as well.
Thanks, Vikki.
Thanks.
I'll go over some of the advantages based on our competition. So Panasonic can offer you a complete, or you can offer your customers at Panasonic a complete home solar energy solution. High efficiency modules, a comprehensive warranty, Evervolt storage system, and bankable industry leader with 40 years of experience in solar from a 100-year-old plus company. On the PV module side, you see on the screen is showing some of our Evervolt high rejection module with other competitors. As you can see, based on our 410 watt module, it offers a 22.2% efficiency and a 92% warranty at 25 years. So you can see that our system, our module will be able to have less square footage in the install with our Panasonic Evervolt module system. So 5 ways to grow your business in 2023. Of course, best-in-class Panasonic Evervolt solar modules, guaranteed 90% efficient production after 25 years. Leading warranty, 25-year warranty on the modules, again, 10 years on the energy storage system. You can sell a complete home solution. A few others can't compete with. One company, one warranty, modules and storage. We have a Panasonic Authorized installer program and one of North America's most trusted brands. So some of the resources that are available, we have a sales and marketing support product and warranty data sheets, of course, battery information resources, brochures. We can arrange custom sales training for your team. There's of course, a certified training program, and then we have local support. And here's the team. Myself, you see here, Vikki, Kumar, who's joined the call today, and also our group sales manager, Scott Kraus, is all part of the Canadian team promoting the PV module and storage system. So that's a wrap up of the presentation. I'd like to open it up to questions. Anybody has any questions for Vikki or myself on the engineering side or marketing side? Happy
As I see here, Ray's asking, how many full charge and discharge cycles can clients expect from the battery?
Tony, I can take that one. So
Okay.
From like a discharge cycling point of view, we don't have, or at least I'm not aware of the exact number, but we do measure the battery warranty through the throughput values. So the battery throughput is roughly per battery module 45 megawatt hours. So that way it's mentioned in our warranty document. I will have to double check, but we calculate the overall energy that the battery module can dissipate over the 10-year period.
I see here, folks are asking if BayWa is carrying the Panasonic modules, and yes, we do have access to them. So if you have requirements for them, please just reach out to your outside sales rep or inside sales, and we can help you out with that. How do you become an authorized installer? I guess you just spoke to that.
Yeah, well, it's best to communicate with BayWa on your desire to become an authorized installer, and BayWa and the team can provide you, or we can provide you with a link to get registered and get started to become a certified installer.
And once you're certified, we recognize it within our system. We take your certificate, we put it on your account, and there's a box that's checked off. Then we're able to physically ship out products. So until you've taken the training, our system will not allow us to ship out any product to anybody who hasn't been certified. But as soon as you're certified, it gets checked off and we can ship out as required. Any other questions out there? Okay, so I don't see any at the moment. Oh, is Panasonic going to be making solar inverters?
The answer is no. There's no plans for solar inverters.
Okay. Do you have UK-based offices?
Yes, we're a global company, so we do have offices in Europe, various reasons. Yes.
Okay, and we have how many installs in the Canadian market approximately currently?
In North America, we have over 300 counting. In Canada, we have about 10 installs currently.
Okay. Great. So if anybody has any questions after, please reach out to the BayWa RE sales staff. We've got a whole fleet of inside salespeople and outside sales folks to help you out. Just a reminder, this was recorded, so this will go up on our YouTube channel later today. If you'd like to follow up with it, it'll also go out in the newsletter coming out in the next few days. For those of you that haven't, please sign up to our web shop. You can go in there, you can see the specs, the pricing, the inventory, the install manuals, everything's in there for this product. So really great resource. And once again, thank you to Tony and Vikki. Really appreciate your support. Really excited to have Panasonic on board. You know, a 100-year-old company that's got Canadian support, very bankable. So really excited to have the product. And thank you once again, everybody else, for joining us today. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you. Thanks for joining.